Jazzy Talk Show, and I'm your host, Jazzy. We got a young man that's running for mayor. What's your name, young man?
I'm Sam Jones.
All right, Mr. Sam Jones. My TV viewers, let's get you connected. Because I got a lot of viewers, so I want you to talk to them. Tell them a little something about you. You talk to them.
Well, over the years, I've been in the mayor's office 8 years, during probably the most trying time of the city when we had the worst recession in the history of the country. We were able to maintain all of our workers when everybody was saying you need to lay off someone, you need to furlough someone. We took the position that we were not going to do that because we wanted to make sure that all of our folk were working and that it didn't affect the economy negatively at that time. So we were able to do that, not actually cut any services. We actually provided all the services. And the reason we had to do that, it was the time when we were attracting the major industries in Mobile, like ThyssenKrupp, like Alstom, like Airbus, like all of those different industries, as well as a lot of others, including McGowan Park, the shopping center out on Government Boulevard. We were doing all of that, and we couldn't afford to have the image that we were laying off employees and cutting services. So we actually put together a management strategy to keep everything going at the same time to maintain our level of employees, to give people the same level of service they were getting from the beginning. That was quite a feat to actually accomplish, and I'm very proud of the people who work for the city, who really worked very, very hard to make sure the image of the city was maintained under the most trying financial conditions that we've seen in the city of Mobile. And now I'm looking at our city at a point where it looks like we're really kind of in neutral. We're not going much of anywhere. There are a lot of ribbon cuttings that we were responsible for. We weren't invited to the ribbon cuttings, but we were responsible for those activities that took place to bring all those companies here, as well as the progress that was made. Some of the things that we are accustomed to in Mobile and what we're known by, things like Bayfest, was terminated after we left. We think that Bayfest should be there. We think it's important to the community. We think it has a tremendous economic impact. And one of our goals is to make sure that we have a music festival to replace Bayfest or Bayfest itself. But it makes a lot of sense to us. Cities, all cities develop a character by which they are known. Mobile was really known for the first Mardi Gras in the United States, as well as the largest music festival in the country here, or at least not in the country, but in the state of Alabama and in the region we live in. We had the largest, most popular music festival. That's something that we want to restore to Mobile. You know, we are also known as a place where people like to come. So it's important for us to maintain our level of attractiveness to people who come to Mobile, as well as the people in Mobile. We started the project with Mardi Gras Park. Bill Heron, the late publisher of the Press Register, and myself and a number of people worked together to put that together. It was actually supposed to be an attraction. It was supposed to be something different from anywhere else you find in the United States. It was really supposed to be green or level park with greenery in it. It was supposed to have a magnificent water display. It was supposed to have a performing arts stage. It was supposed to have the history of Mardi Gras embedded in the park. That's what it was really all about, and it's really kind of changed some now, but it's not an attraction now. We really wanted it to be an attraction because that's what we need. We need attractions that will get people off the interstate and bring them into Mobile to actually enjoy our city. And we need to be able to put amenities down there that our people can enjoy, people of Mobile. And that was my goal. That remains my goal. My goal is also to have a city that people feel like they are part of. That no matter where you live, no matter where you work, you have an equal opportunity to advance in the city. You have an equal opportunity to enjoy all the amenities of our city. So we think that the diversity in our city is really a plus. Our international festival, we celebrate all the different nationalities, different countries in Mobile. And, you know, what we have to realize is that we are a global city. Most of the major industries in Mobile are cities from other parts of the world. And they come from Germany, they come from Singapore, they come from Japan, they come from China, they come from countries all over. That being the case, Mobile needs to be a welcoming city because the diversity is our strength. And it really has a lot to do with who we are as a city. So one of my goals is to make sure that people feel welcome when they're in Mobile. Make sure that people know that you're going to be treated like anyone else when you come here. You're going to have the same opportunities. You're going to have the same opportunities to be successful, as well as our young people. I think we have to grow our city so we can grow our young folk in our city. So they feel like going back home, they have an opportunity to be successful. And there's no ceiling for them that they're up against, that they can be anything they want to be. That's one of the role models I'd like to display in our city. That if you come to our city, you work hard, you can be successful, and there's no limit to where you can go in our city. We don't want a limited city. We want a city that everyone feel comfortable, that they're going to be treated fairly, that they're going to get the support that everyone else gets to be successful. And that's what I look for in a city. You know, one of the most important things is we have to deal with what our purpose is. Our purpose is to have the best city in the United States for people to live, work, and play. That being the case, we should center our activities around our purpose in the city. And that's one of the things that I'd like to see us start doing. I'd like to see us work on what I consider to be a crime rate that we cannot ignore. It's all right to come up with little catchwords and buzzwords and projects that sound good and look good on paper. But it's a different thing to get out there and personally interact with people in the community, where people know who the policeman is that actually patrols their area, that he feels comfortable with them, they feel comfortable with him. That's true community policing. Community policing is not just a statement. It's the reality of people working together to change our community and to really limit the amount of crime that we have in our community. So in doing that, it takes us to at least know each other. It takes us to communicate with each other. And it takes us, more importantly, to respect each other. So that's one of the goals that I have, and I think that has to come from the mayor. The mayor has to set that tone. You can't hire somebody to set that tone. That's a tone that the mayor himself has to set, and has to take responsibility for that. Transparency within our law enforcement community is extremely important to people in the community. Very important. It's important to me. And I think if we're going to have transparency, then we don't have anything to hide. We're doing what we're supposed to do. We're following the policies. We're treating everyone fairly. And we're doing our job in making sure our city treats all citizens the same way. So, you know, those are some of the goals that I have. One of the things that I think we have to do, we have to get back to actually attracting new industry, attracting more jobs to our community. And sometimes because we bring a company to our community, doesn't necessarily mean that the workers in Mobile are going to benefit totally from it. Sometimes we have places where we have situations where companies come in and most of the employees, or at least about 2/3 of the employees, may be from somewhere else. And so we get some benefit from it, but not as much as we think we might get. I'd like to really put on a push to make sure people in Mobile take advantage of the jobs that are available in Mobile, that we spend our tax dollars and we spend our resources to bring here. We ought to really benefit from that. People in our city should benefit from it. And that's one of the things that I'd like to see happen in Mobile. That's one of the things that can happen in Mobile. That's one of the things that will happen in Mobile. And that's one of the reasons that I think that there are some things we need to change. And, you know, everybody can participate in the change. Everybody's going to benefit from the change. And Mobile will be the great city like it should be. It should be the great city that it can be. And I think all of our citizens can get behind us having the very best city in this region.
Wow. If you didn't know Mr. Sam Jones, you know him now. Jazzy, we love you. I approve this message. Peace out.